My father shot my mom in the back for infidelity. So from that day forward, I vowed that I would never cheat on my partner.
That's deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
but he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for my mom. When I tell you her closet used to be crazy. My mom, her designer was crazy. She had mink coats to the floor. Like my daddy took care of her. So for him to find out about infidelity, I mean,
Yeah.
and my dad wasn't. He was in the Navy. He's in the Army.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it
so
was
he's an
just probably
Army
one of
vet.
those situations where she
Yeah,
just needed somebody.
my father shot my mom in the back for infidelity.
Mm. Now this some bitch she did an interview went viral because she said that her father he shot her mom in the back for cheating on him while he was in the army. Like real talk. And of course we don't condone no acts of violence or nothing like that. But that is the reason why adultery is a death penalty offense. You feel me? Death penalty. The adultery in the Bible is a death penalty offense for the same reason why homosexuality is a death penalty offense. It spreads a virus. You feel me? It spreads a virus, a sickness throughout our nation that we just can't have. You feel me? Adultery, it starts off with adultery, then it ends up with pegging kids. You feel me? It ends up with sexy red and YNs. You feel me? That's what's gonna happen. That's like it. That's
The
what's gonna
begging
happen.
kids
I ain't gonna
program?
lie to you. You're gonna end up with Anthony Edwards. You feel me?
Right.
You that's what breed that's why I say adultery and homosexuality is two of the biggest sins that can be done to the body. You feel me? That's two of the biggest sins because you're spreading a virus. You feel me? A plague. And that's why they death penalty offenses. And that's why what happened to this lady, it probably saved, a lot of, heartbreak and headaches and unprofitable children and stuff like that.
Right.
Because when she seen that happen to her mother, as tragic as that is, she knew that that's some shit she never wanted to do. You feel me? She knew that what her father did to her mother, which we do not condone any violence. You feel me? But her seeing that is proof that Moses was right to say that adultery was a death penalty offense. Even though we know
Hey,
the white man says, no, you got to be married. That's his culture. His culture says, nah, you can have as much sex as you want until somebody put a ring on your finger. But God say, if you have sex with that woman, that's your woman until the day you die.
right.
And if she deals with another man, that's a death penalty offense. Like
Come.
real talk.
Hey, it's like that's exactly what I was gonna say right there. You know what I'm saying? If that woman steps, like you said, of course we do not condone violence, right? But if a woman step out on you, don't shoot her in the goddamn back. Just leave her. That's because, like Christ said, what was that, Matthew? Where the only way you can put your wife away is due to infidelity.
Infidelity. Yeah,
You know
adultery.
what I'm saying? That's the only way you can put that woman away is through infidelity. You should just put her
Right.
away instead of shooting her in the back. You
But
know what
this
I'm
the
saying?
thing though. Her father took it back to biblical times. Even though we still in biblical times, still right now. But that's what people in the world say. That's biblical times. He took it upon himself and he tried to hurt this woman and it traumatized his daughter to where she don't hate him. She never said she hated him.
Right.
But what she did say was that it made her never want to cheat on a nigga. She said she'd rather just leave, which is that's still cheating, but that's a whole nother topic. She don't understand
Come.
that.
Come. Right.
But she just, she it traumatized her. And that's what the judgment of the laws was supposed to do. It was supposed to traumatize you to where you like, I'm never gonna do that.
Well, you don't want to do it. Right.
I ain't never doing that. You see what happened to what's the name? The priest, they came in all black and took him out the crib and cut his head off in front of the whole city
Right.
because he was having sex with dude's wife while he was away at the war, at the way it is slavery. Like real talk.
So from that day forward, I vowed that I would never cheat on my partner.
That's deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for my mom.
And that was heavy what she said. She said he was enraged. You feel me? Because it's not a lot of things that'll make a man jealous. But I know one, and that's his woman.
Right.
That's his woman doing something she ain't supposed to do. That's why I tell people, ain't no such thing as you being insecure about your woman because she dressing half naked, or she, friendly as hell with men, or she got a male best friend. That's not insecure, nigga. That's not that woman is your property, nigga. If you say you don't want her to have no male friends, nigga, that's it. That's that.
Right.
If you say you don't want her being all super flirty when you at the damn grocery store, nigga, that's that. If you say you don't want her dressing half naked, nigga, that's that. You ain't insecure, nigga. Because that's what women don't understand. That is one main things that'll make a nigga jealous is his woman. And women know that. That's why they do stuff like that. You feel me? Yeah. They do stuff like that. And then, of course, we got social media now, so they are heart pictures and comment and like pictures, knowing, you feel me, like, damn, I'm finna make him jealous. You feel me? Like, real talk. That's why I say with social media, niggas gotta be extra. You feel me? You gotta be extra unemotional. Like, real talk. Because women will use all type of different tactics to try to get attention from other men. Like, real talk. Because that's just what they live and ready to die for. Like, real talk. Which, of course, it'll lead to adultery after a while.
When I tell you her closet used to be crazy. My mom, her designer was crazy. She had mink coats to the floor. Like my daddy took care of her.
And she still fuck somebody else. You feel me? You can't win. You can't win out here, man. You feel me? You can't win when all these women is coming from unprofitable marriages. All these women, you got a very slim chance of meeting a woman that didn't come from an unprofitable marriage. Most women out here you meet, even if they got their father in their life, the mother and the father is either not together or they was not even in a serious relationship. Like, real talk. It's kind of hard to meet a woman where the mother and father was standing strong on values and morals and staying together. Man, that's impossible, man. This nigga was buying her whatever she want, and she still ended up sleeping with somebody else, and then he shot her. And now he done traumatized his kids. Like, real talk.
So for him to find out about infidelity, I mean,
yeah.
And my dad he was in the Navy. He's in the Army.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
it was just probably one of those situations where she just needed somebody.
Right, and then you see how goofy he is interviewing him. That's why I say nobody is qualified to teach our people. Nobody except the men in the ISBK under Commander Hunter is qualified to teach our people, because he just gave the woman the benefit of the doubt.
An excuse.
Yeah. He gave her an excuse, right? The benefit of the doubt of why she was dealing with another man, because her father was in the military and he was gone for months at a time or whatever. Like, real talk. Yeah, but if you can go to Proverbs 6:34.
Come. That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, and you said 34? Come. This Proverbs 6 and 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Right, jealousy is the rage of a man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a lot of things that'll make a nigga jealous nowadays, because niggas is feminine because of their mamas, raised by their mamas. The fathers wasn't around because they mom and daddy wasn't even really serious. They just had sex and had you, which a lot of people don't want to admit. A lot of people don't want to admit that they really just a product of a one night stand. They the product of a sneaky link. You feel me? Like, real talk. Product of a freaknik gone wrong. Like, real talk. But that's what it is. The jealousy is the rage of a man. That's what she said about her father. She said he was enraged.
Deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for.
Right. He was enraged. That's what she said. Because jealousy is the rage of a man. Like real talk. You go ahead.
Come. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Right. He's not going to spare the day of vengeance. He's not going to now all of a sudden be worried about the consequences. You feel me? He's not going to be worried about the consequences or who he's finna hurt, who he's not going to hurt. When a man get jealous because his woman and done something she wasn't supposed to do, and he get enraged, he will not spare. He's not going to spare in the day of vengeance. There's no telling what he might do. He might do something that you ain't even expect. You hear about it all the time. White person, something happened, he killed the whole family except the dog. You feel me? Kill itself and everything. It happens all the time. You can just look it up. You feel me? Like real talk. You never know what a man gonna do once he get jealous. You feel me? Because the jealousy is the rage of a man. That's all I had on that.
Come, Casa.